So I went to the Chicago Worn and Wound Wind-Up Watch Fair and had a great time. I was only there one day, just Friday. But I got to reconnect with a lot of the brands and a lot of the watch enthusiasts that I know in that area and met some new people as well. But there were some standout watches. Inevitably, the question is, everybody asked me, including the owner of Farr and Swit, Adam, asked me on camera, I think, or prior to or something like that. He's like, what stood out to you? And I'm like, this is gonna sound messed up, but I struggle answering that question anytime somebody asks me that, especially in the in that environment at a watch show, because people expect me to like go around booth to booth and look for a standout. And I had a few, but I try to answer the question, or I want to answer the question in such a way that it would be related to a watch that I would actually buy, because there's two different things. There's watches that I'm like, wow, that's crazy, this or that and the other thing, and I can respect it. But then there's watches that stand out to me in the sense that I would buy. Well, there's this one that Adam hooked me up with, and then there's a couple others, but we'll cover those in separate videos. I wanted to make this video for this watch, so I just wanted to bore you for about a minute and a half with really no real meaning to it, other than that's where this watch came from. He just released this. This is the new, complete ground-up redesign of the Wayfinder. So I think it's a Goldilocks size. Let's cover the sizes first. The case, I measure the case at like 39, but at the bezel, it's 40. So you can see the bezel overhangs the case a little bit. Really nice finishing on this thing too. We'll do some close-ups. So 40, fine, whatever, it's 40 mil. The lug to lug is a 48. Again, you guys are familiar with these sizes for a dive watch. These are Goldilocks sizes. These are perfection. The thickness, including a double dome sapphire crystal, very low dome on this thing, but it's only 11.68 millimeters. So really close to that 11.5 mark, which is super thin. You have a 20 millimeter lug opening. The bracelet that it comes with actually does taper down to 18. So I just put it on this strap habit FKM because I didn't feel like sizing the bracelet, and it's summertime and the FKM works better for me. And then you have a 7.5 millimeter signed screw down crown. This is a 300 meter water depth rated watch, so that is nice. It will come with, when you buy it, which I think they're shipping soon, it'll come with the bracelet. It'll come with 2 straps and like this dry bag and everything. Really cool packaging. The dry bag I've used when I go kayaking and stuff. So I know a lot of people don't end up using it, but I would say use it. You know, if you're out and about doing outdoor activities and stuff like that, take a dry bag. They work superior to pretty much, you know, any other container. They're flexible and easy to use. Anyway, these are assembled in the USA, in Midwest. The movement, you can kind of see that second hand is ticking / sweeping. Yeah, well, it's a Seiko Mecha Quartz. It's the VH31. It has a 2-year battery life on that thing, and the battery is easy to change. For most people, it should be pretty easy to do or to take it somewhere, but it's an SR920 SW battery. You just need a tool to remove the case back. Do your best not to damage the gasket or anything. Hopefully you'll be able to keep your water resistant. Take that battery out, put that one in, blah, blah, blah. If you can't do it, any good watchmaker shop will be able to do it for pretty affordable. Not a big deal there. The lume on this thing is crazy, just like the lume was on the first generation of the Wayfinder or Northside or whatever edition that you maybe have experience with, or maybe you don't have experience with them, but you can also see on the dial there's like a topographical map printed onto the dial that is the surrounding area or neighborhood area around Wrigley Field, because this is, after all, kind of a outskirts native Chicago type brand, so you get that tie to that region. Every time I get down there, I get a chance to say hi to Adam. It looks to be, I think that's a steel bezel insert. It looks more steel to me than it does aluminum. I'll have to check with Adam on that. The finishing on the case is a nice brushing and a nice sharp polish edge, mirror-like. I mean, I'm seeing reflections, and hopefully you guys do as well, in that beveled polished edge. That is very crisp. If I had to pick on anything on this, it's going to be the bezel action. It's not bad, it's just I would like it to be a little bit better. I don't know, maybe it just needs to be broken in. It works fine, it feels fine. Sapphire crystal, all the good stuff you would expect at a watch that has a $500 price point. It's $499. There might be some discounts. Check below. I'll see if I can get you guys something. But really, if you kind of hover around the website, sometimes, you know, a lot of these brands, when they do these website build outs, they'll have stuff that pops up, you know, give them your email and they give you like $50 off. I'm not saying that's what's going to be the case with this one. I'm just saying, you know, check that stuff before you just hit click, boom, buy, you know, like, because that's what I do. And probably spend more money than I really need to. Let's pop this on wrist so you can see what it looks like. I'll do future videos with it on bracelet. And then we have to show you the lume. The lume is ridiculous, super fun. There's multiple different colors on this thing. It is a BGW 9 grade A type lume that is used, and also a C3 green lume also used. Here it is on my 7.25 inch wrist, and I do fully expect people to mention in the comments, what size is your wrist? Because I am getting that, just like I remember Evan from You're Terrific, he would cover that. Like his cadence and his sense of humor is so good. But that was always a thing that I know that was addressed in his comments, and I see it in mine too. I'm like, I know you probably watched the video, but you somehow missed that portion where I said my wrist size. It's in nearly, if not all, the videos that I make. So let's give this, it doesn't need it. You know what, I'm not going to do it because I've been wearing this every day. It's super sunny outside. I don't even need to give it a UV blast. This thing is already going to be like super cheat code, overpowered lume. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, if I would have UV blast this would have been just like way off on the white balance. So yeah, killer lume. I mean, we have blue, orange, green, and then you have the blue on the bezel insert as well. So super legible day or night, super cool colors, and a tie to the Chicago area, which is an awesome place to visit. Thanks for watching, guys. Link in the description. I'll see you on the next one.